Hey guys, well, welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela, and I'm kind of excited because I'm going to start just documenting my soul lessons, and mainly because these energies that are coming in are so super strong, and I'm learning all these things from them, but it's like I need a way to express them. So basically I'm just going to be like a vlog, like documenting the lessons for the day. And so today was really interesting because it was, this concept of making your yeses be yes and your nos be no. And what does that exactly mean, right? So that means that if your soul, your spirit really does not want to do something, but you say yes and do it anyway, then it instantly creates a resentment or a bitterness towards the other person. And so all that bitterness and resentment will do is fester inside of you and wreak havoc on yourself. So, and then once you continue doing that, where you are saying yes to all these things and things that really truly your soul is not in alignment to be doing, then you start kind of building that victim mentality where you're like, how come all this is happening to me? Why is this happening? This isn't fair. What's going on? And so then it builds this disappointment and hurt and questioning, spirit. And that's what really starts to drain your energy. But the reason that it drains your energy is because you've allowed yourself to step out of your out of alignment, to step out of your truth. And so, when someone is coming at you and saying, whatever, can you do this for me, or can you do that for me? And you kind of have to gauge it by your feelings. Like, how does that make you feel? If someone is doing whatever and it feels right, like, yeah, that's exactly what I would do or whatever. But if you instantly feel like, oh God, like, okay, yeah, like, that's where you can kind of gauge on how to make your yeses be yes and your nos be nos. And it's so super important to just set those boundaries. And I think, for myself, the reason that we do this, and it's, yes, I mean, you can call it people pleasing, but really, what is at the root of the reason why you're doing that? And for me, it is because of worrying or being afraid of the person's future reaction. So, like, if you say no to this person, the only reason you don't want to say no is because you're afraid of them getting upset or doing whatever, or having a reaction to you saying no. But see, and that's why you'll just say yes, because you're like, oh, okay, yeah, I just rather say yes, and it's easier and I don't have to worry about it. But at the end of the day, that puts you out of alignment. You are the one harboring that bitterness and resentment towards them, but that really is only hurting you. Okay? And so what came through today and was the really, waking up moment for me is that someone else's reaction, how they react, is their choice. I don't have to take on that energy. And see, that's what I would normally do, is I would take on that energy before it even happens. and then and then make my decision based on their energy. And see, that's where it starts draining you, because that's not in alignment with you and what you need to be doing. So their reaction is their choice. And like, that's not your responsibility to ever worry or fear what how they're choosing to react. You just go about in alignment and doing exactly what you need to do, so that it's like, it just stays, your path stays clear and momentum forward. And this was pretty interesting too, what came through today. And it was, what if we all let go of all the fear of other people's reactions to whatever we want to do? And I mean, like, what would you really do, or what would you really say if you knew that you were 100% protected and that you had nothing to fear from anyone's reaction? Or you could say it like, you knew that everyone would support you and accept you. What would you really say? What would you really do? And that was something I really had to think about, because it's like, wow. I think a lot of the times when I'm speaking out or when I'm doing things, it's, I can try to compensate words because of a future reaction from people, what they may think. So I may change wording or whatever. And it's like, why would I ever even do that? Because that is just taking up so much of my time and energy. And it's not necessary. Because if anyone has a reaction in any fear or worry or doubt or negative way, that's their problem. It's not my problem. So it was really cool to be able to release a lot of that fear. And also, doesn't that bring in some freedom? Freedom to say what you want to say. Because when you do that, that's when God can step in and truly protect what you're doing and flourish it and grow it, when you're just being true to who you are and letting go of all that fear, of what people think or say or what they may do in the future. So yeah, I just, I was just trying to look and see here, but that's one of those things. It's like fear of being judged and fear of people's reactions. And this is before anything even happens. But you hesitate and you procrastinate because of the fear of someone's future judgments or future reactions. And that is where you just have to let that go and know that when you stand and say whatever you want to say in that truth, that it's like this divine protection around it, that you don't have to worry about any of that, because it's not your responsibility to take on that energy. So just documenting today. I don't know if anyone sees this, it helps you, but don't grab on to worry, doubt, or fear. And then when you're listening to your higher self and you just do it, that hesitation and procrastination, like if you're hesitating or procrastinating, that's actually holding on to the doubt and the fear. That's holding on to it because you're like, ooh, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do that. Maybe I shouldn't say that. And that's where you get stuck in that energy. But just doing it And, you know, when you see on the other side that the freedom that comes and the inner peace that comes in, you're like, oh my gosh, that was so silly. Like, why did I even worry about it? And then there becomes this unconditional trust between you and God, that you know that, and self-love, because self-love really is not doubting yourself. And that keeps you out of procrastination and hesitating. Because if you just can be free and be you and you don't doubt, then that's truly self-love. And when that's full unconditional trust between you and spirit, just know that you can say whatever you want to say, you can do what you want to do, and there's like you're free from just the fear and the worry of what might happen. So yeah, those are the energies today, and I just wanted to express them and get them out into the world. I hope this helps you. And when I feel these energies come in, I'm just going to do a video about the lessons and document, what I've been through. So, all right, guys, have a great day. Bye.